whatsoever that needs clarification, he has to go through that line of communication, to get the officer to move. And you see, again, while looking at the whole thing, I read up on what it means to be a lieutenant colonel yesterday, and I got
lieutenant.
A lieutenant. Yeah, sorry, a lieutenant. I saw, there was something I saw from one retired officer. Of there is this group of officers, the junior officers, they call the subalterns. So subalterns, something like that. And they are called, that is between the lieutenant to colonel, are subalterns. They are considered as the arrow point of a spear. Yeah, that is about the most dangerous part of an assault. You see, the analysis I was reading from that officer, got me intrigued. You see, the lieutenant, within that rank, they are trained to maintain calm because they are the one that are at the forefront. So they have to be calm and disciplined. Then he said he looked at what was happening. Don't forget that it was an armed situation. DSS police were there and they were armed. If that young man hadn't had that composure, we will be talking about a different thing entirely right now. You see, anybody that is being led by a lieutenant these are people, they crush anything that is within. That is how they are trained to be. That is what they are. So you see, it tells you of the level of. I don't know what came over. Well, why am I saying this? We all know what came over Wiki. Wiki has always been that. He's power drunk. That is as simple as that. And he's not doing the presidency a lot of good. We have been saying this. He started with PDP. He did then his fellow governors, and he's all over everywhere. What is not his business, he will call a media parley and talk trash. Assaulting people's auditory senses, is insulting people's sensibilities without a care in the world. And for once, we saw a very young man bring him down to earth, and we are so happy. In fact, I feel like hugging the guy and giving him a kiss.
08077779927 is the number to call to be a part of the conversation this morning. Let's move on from that and move to another news story real quick. Well, the federal government has cancelled the national language policy mandating the use of indigenous languages as the medium of instruction in schools, citing poor performance in public examinations. Now, the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, announced the decision on Wednesday at the 2025 Language and Education International Conference organized by the British Council in Abuja. Alausa said that extensive data analysis showed that pupils taught primarily in their mother tongue performed poorly in WAEC, NECO, and JAM examinations, particularly in regions where the policy was heavily implemented. He stated that English would henceforth serve as the language of instruction from pre-primary to tertiary levels, and stressing that the decision was based on evidence and not sentiment. What do you think about this? Are we scrapping
I wish I could say I feel vindicated.
Okay.
Yeah. This is not a time to gloat. It's a time for sober reflection. It's something I have always said. You see, in those days while we were in school, while I was an undergraduate studying English, there was this finding, they call it the IFE project. I think, was it Bangboshe was one of the people that, I believe so, Professor Bangboshe. I think he was one of the people that sat down and did that project where, pupils were from primary 1 to 6 were taught in Yoruba language. And at the end of the project, they discovered that they did better than those who were taught in English. It was one of those things, one of those theories that strengthened the position that use of mother tongue to teach in school is better. You understand? But you see, even at that level, I had a lot of problems with that theory. Because, usually when you do a project, there are always rooms for errors. They are marginal, because it's just a survey, a study over time. But there are so many things, if you have a preponderant, angle to a study that shows that this is the way, there are other small instances. They might appear insignificant, but they are very, very serious if you take them and look at it critically. Now, what am I saying here? Now, they talked about the use of mother tongue You understand? To what extent have we developed those mother tongues we are talking about? The tools of instruction, the materials of instructions, are they written in that mother tongue? You understand? You see, the difference between that, those small things that we should have taken care of, is why we are seeing that terrible result that the WAEC, that you are seeing in WAEC. Because when you teach people with Yoruba at that level, at the Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Tiv, at the pre-primary or primary level, then when they get to when they now start doing math, physics, chemistry, geography, and the rest of them, you are giving them double task. Because first, when you pass instruction, they have to interpret it into Yoruba before they understand what is being said. So it's usually slower. But when the language of instruction, is from that level, English, you understand? They get used to that language. So it is not tedious for them to understand instructions being passed in class. You understand? Again, like I have said on the radio several times, I'm married to a Yoruba person, a Yoruba woman. All my kids are Yoruba. They are mixed Igbo Yoruba. You understand? But I made it clear from the one that the language of instruction in my house is English. Yeah, a lot of my relatives frowned at that I should teach them my language or teach them Yoruba, any one of the two of them. I said, look, you see, you people don't understand. Whether I teach them or not, they will pick Yoruba because it's a language. They speak, the friends speak, the relatives speak to them, so definitely they will pick it. But you see, you give them an edge when English language is the language of instruction from home. So when they go to school, it is easier for them to cope. You understand? So you see, I'm saying this because it's something I have seen coming a long time ago, and I know a lot of people have seen it. But because we have this cultural ethnic pride that Igbos will say tiantia or nkai bunkai, like the Igbos will say. You understand? You see, we have that thing. And you see, what is pride if it doesn't get you progress in life? You understand? You see, the examples we have given, you talk of Japan using their language. They developed their language. Let me tell you, Japan had to introduce new lexicons of about over 100,000 lexicons into Japanese language to standardize it. You understand? Then Lin Kuan Yew, you go and read his book, his autobiography. I was reading his autobiography. When Singapore started, the first thing he did was to take young Singaporeans to London to learn English. Those people came back. English became the official language, and it's on that basis that they developed their country.
Nicholas, please hold your thoughts a little.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. Hello? Okay. Please try and connect back if you can. 0807 777 9927. So, if we understand you clearly, are you saying that the English language as an official language, adopted by a country like Singapore, is what has brought development to them?
Yes.
How do you place that side by side to Japan?
Okay. What did Japan do? The first thing they did was to standardize their language.
Sorry, hold your thoughts again. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling from, please?
Hello.
Hello, good morning. You're live. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. You're live. We can hear you.
Hello.
Okay, please try and connect back. I'm saying we're not getting lucky with that. Please try and connect back.
You were talking about Japan.
Yes, please.
Yeah, what Japan did was to standardize the language first and foremost.
Okay.
So what do I mean by standardization? That is, there are some words, there are some expressions that are, that you need in diplomacy, you need in science and tech, you need in so many things that are not in your original language. So how do you optimize the language in such a way to capture those sentiments, those words? So that was what they first did, and their textbooks, their instructional materials were written in Japan.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Yes,
Hello,
good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Loud and clear. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Dr. Samuel Msonte calling you from University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital.
Good morning to you, doctor.
Yeah, we're on strike, but we are joining you guys. Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I would love to applaud WAEC for their recent decision because going up back in our time, then when in our formative years, we had a similar challenges. And when this policy was up, some of our parents equally adopted the policy or the principle the speaker in the house is saying about using English as tool or as the main language of communication at home. And that actually helped us pick up because while you are in school and you're struggling to pick up, trying to learn between vernacular and the main English language, there were other policies that were brought up by missionary schools like paying 1 naira if you speak vernacular in school. Mm-hmm. All these policies help us to be able to cope up going up those days back then in the 90s. So I want to say that why to have taken this decision is really, really, really worth applauding them. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Let me just say this to you. I think October this year, the Ghanaian education minister Idrisu said that Ghana is adopting the local language as the mode of teaching in Ghana. Now, and this, the Ghana's decision has, largely sparked conversations across the continent. Let me give you an example. Tanzania, Ethiopia. In Tanzania, Swahili serves as unifying language that makes the policy easier to implement.
Yeah, because Swahili is a well-developed language. Its orthography is very clear, concise. Even some might even argue that it's better developed than English.
Hold on, please.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good
My
morning.
name is Ola from Pipeline.
Ola from Pipeline. Please go ahead with your comment.
Yeah, thanks for today. I really enjoy your program.
Thank you.
I don't know if I can contribute to our minister and the soldier that have issue that time.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I don't know how I want to put it, but this really broke my heart because I was so disappointed. A new minister saying someone will die here, people will die here. And the soldier, the naval staff officer say we are here to protect life and property. May the Almighty God Allah protect that lecturer. I'm so excited. If Mr. D talk say that if he see the soldier, he would like to hug him and kiss him. That's the kind of leader that we want to put our country. Why a minister, a father? Is it dead? Is people dead? Is it a fowl or a chicken? I believe these are our fowl and chicken were cheap. Some people can't kill them. And we are seeing people will die here. As we are looking towards these our leader, people that represent us. I really, 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 really so glad to hear that kind of thing from our leader. Please, I just, to people that have power, please, I don't know how to say this. I want everybody, in any way you are, just have it that God is over all of us. So thanks for
all right.
Thank you
so very much. Well, just quickly to correct something, it's not Mr. D who said he wishes to give a soldier a hug.
It was Mr.
And
Nicholas.
Mr. Nicholas, I subscribe.
Yeah, I said
Yes,
so.
yeah.
It's me.
Just clear the L on
That's
that
on me.
And also, thank you so much, Ola, for your comment this morning. 0807 777 9927 0807 777 9927.
Okay, looks like we got to that call late. 0807 777 9927.
Yeah, we are still on
Yes.
that language thing.
Yes,
Okay.
let's go ahead.
Like I said, Swahili is well developed. It's a lingua franca for all those East African countries.
All right,
Not only even in Kenya. Okay.
Let's take this call.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Adeyemi from Party.
Ejim
Ejim
from Party.
Good morning to you.
From Party.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning. So, on this meeting office, in fact, I pray that you journalists should, in fact, live up to their professionalism.
It's breaking.
The network is really bad.
But it's just fatty. It's close by.
I wonder why.
Honestly,
It's really
it could be the mouthpiece. It could be anything.
Anything.
Yeah, I'm not tech savvy, so.
Well, let's take this comment. Dr. Mrs. Olebara from Owerri. What have we achieved with all the loans borrowed? Because we're still witnessing a lot of failures in economy, security, transparency, and failure to sustain rule of law. How have all these borrowings impacted the lives of the masses? This government has succeeded in mortgaging the future of our children through excessive borrowings with absolutely nothing to show for it. I want to remind the rubber stamp Senate that keeps approving everything from Mr. President that God is still on the throne. His mills grind slowly but surely. We must all reap what we sow. And of course, I'm just talking about
the 1.15 trillion
approved by the Senate
recently.
Well,
deficit.
like I said,
to fund the 2025 budget deficit.
Yeah. You see, well, maybe just that's an aside, really. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with loan, but we must see what the loans are being made to accomplish. You know, the other day we were talking about the kind of the quality of work that the China people do, and we have a call.
No,
go ahead.
Okay, so we talk of when we get loans, it must be done. It must be put in places where it easily generates money to repay itself and improve the quality of life.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning once more again.
Yes. Okay, please go ahead, Pai Jim.
Good. This is Jim from Fatih.
Yes.
Please go on, sir.
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
This week of 18, please pardon me. Pardon me. Forgive me if I may use this language. Wike is enjoying the role he played as a Judas in PDP. He's enjoying it, and I don't blame him. I blame Mr. President who left him. We should be able to tell Mr. President that this man he's damaging the presidency. Let me be very sincere with you. He's really damaging the presidency, either because he felt that he's the one who brought in Mr. President. Why must he be behaving as so? Is he not an honorable? He's an honorable minister. I thank God that the Minister of Defense has replied him, and I believe by now he should have been taking his time.
Okay.
I get what Pai Jim.
Yeah.
Pai Jim is what I think Pai Jim is trying to say is that there are some people that are born without the gift of shame, and it appears as if Wiki is one of them. Because ordinarily, if your own minister can throw you under the bus, you should be able to smell the coffee. That this is what you are worth within that place. You understand? So
let's take another call real quick. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Richard. I'm calling from Offa.
Richard from Offa. Please go ahead with your comment.
The powers of the president, the third one that you analysts are trying to remember is called so organ.
Okay.
That's the one used in diplomatic community. That one, the president can as well delegate it to anybody to present him. But like he rightly said, the power of the Commander-in-Chief, which Wike was trying to be at that moment, cannot be delegated by the president. I don't know. It's just that he likes showing himself. That situation, he doesn't even need to be there. If they reported to him that soldiers are there, that they did not allow them to enter, he has the contact of the military hierarchy. He has to call from his office instead of coming out to create that harassment for the whole nation. Then on the issue of using mother tongue to teach, I was just arguing with somebody on our platform last week about I told the person that it's wrong. At that very young age, children assimilate easily. That's when you should teach them. Why will you be teaching my child that you interview with English tomorrow in mother tongue? You know that if he's coming for interview in your organization, you're going to use English. So why will you teach him in mother tongue that he can learn at home? He can learn while playing with his peers on the street. He can learn anywhere. So playing the best foundation for your kids matter. That's why when I start them, you will see some brilliant children, but they cannot speak English because at that young age they were learning Arabic, they were learning Quran, so they cannot speak. It's not that they were not brilliant, but they cannot communicate. So you see them once they leave their region, they will not be able to flow with other people. So that's a very good distinction. Thank you very much.
All right.
Actually, Arabic is an international language.
Very.
In fact, I have always criticized policymakers, especially in the north, that why wasn't most of these textbooks translated into Arabic? We were having a different outcome right now. If we have chemistry textbooks being used in the north, physics textbooks in Arabic being used in the north, the technical drawing, computer, all those things, if it's been taught in Arabic in the north, we'll be having a different outcome in terms of school. What's it called? That is the out of school children. We'll be having a different figure entirely. Because you see, that language makes them comfortable. So if that language makes them comfortable, and it's already a developed language, so why not bring instructional material and train them along that? That was what I think the founding fathers should have done a long time ago.
Right. He didn't put it right, but thank you so very much for the quick correction. Let's take a listen to this. Good morning, gentlemen and lady. This is Dave from Ilorin. The Honorable Minister really messed himself up verbally by verbally assaulting the young Navy lieutenant. That's a captain equivalent. This is someone who has a presidential commission as a commissioned officer, yes. I feel very insulted being a member of the armed forces too. Politicians should learn to behave with decorum at all times. Yeah. That's what he says.
Wow.
Thank you, Dave. Good morning, everyone at the studio. It pains me a lot when people say, I'm sorry because speaking of my native language is bad, and correcting other, and be correcting others for speaking, terrible English language.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is James from GRA.
James from GRA, good morning to you. Please go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You see, coming to the topic of English and mother tongue, I happen to be brought up from my childhood in Ogun State. You see, during my early stage, I was very, very good in Yoruba. I can insult, I can say anything I want to say. Like, I feel like, but when my parents noticed it, they say, let them take this guy down to that Southeast. When I got home, they told me in school, if I speak my mother tongue, let it be Igbo or Yoruba, that they are going to flog me. You see, and I started composing myself so that I would be able to speak English and be able to act well. But when I was speaking this Yoruba, if you want fight, I will throw it at you. If you see something that I can insult you and run away, the kind of stubbornness that comes with mother language is something that most of the time it just these young ones when they get adult age, they keep on behaving like that. They can talk to anybody, say anything in public without even caring about the way they are speaking their mother tongue. And mother tongue gives you this kind of energy to behave arrogantly, according to my own experience. Then coming to the issue of borrowing, you see, every standard businessman, any day you lose the value of borrowing or dealing with credit, that is where you start having problems with your business. So, but it is very important to know the area you are borrowing, because you cannot borrow to spend, you borrow to invest. And you're not borrowing to become, to maintain level. You are either borrowing to get to another stage, like if you are importing one container, you borrow to import 2 or 3. But if you are borrowing just to clear one container, that means you have issue. So that's my take on it.
All right. Thank you, James. The container can be stagnant on the IC.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes. All right. Well, back to it. Research by UNESCO and the World Bank has long shown that children learn faster and more confidently when taught in their mother tongue, especially during early years of schooling. With this, can we say that, well, the mother tongue should be used to teach children from primary, preschool, and then to primary school level?
What is mother tongue?
The language spoken.
Yeah, exactly.
By the father and the mother.
Okay, exactly. So what do you speak in your house?
Growing up, English language.
English language.
Yes.
That's your mother tongue. But that's your language of instruction at home.
That, yeah, of course.
So that is you are comfortable speaking English in your home. You see, look, let us not be fixated about what we think mother tongue should be.
Because this thing
let me tell you,
on two sides. There are people, there are research that's shown that if you use mother tongue, your local language to teach children, they probably might pick it. And then the other side, well,
what if let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that I think first in Yoruba? Yeah.
That's you?
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Igbo.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because while growing up, we were speaking Yoruba in my home. All us siblings, we speak Yoruba. It's only when we want to communicate with my dad or my mom that we speak Ika. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes Igbo. Yeah, that is the central Igbo.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So now, most times, I phrase my thought with Yoruba cosmology. You understand? Before I, so it got
Nicholas, our time is first spent. Our time is first spent because
maybe we can pick it up tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah, let's pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's important for us to pick it up tomorrow. Our time is fast spent. Thank you so much for joining us on the analysis for today. The views expressed is not in any way the position of FlowFM 92.7 or the staff therein, but as expressed by our in-house analysts and the individuals who called on the show this morning. Danielle Shitta-Bey.
And I am Adedayo Adeyemi. Thank you, Nicholas, for joining us. And of course, thank you for the calls and the contributions. We're back. We'll do it again tomorrow. Friday, 8 to 8:30. Have a good Thursday morning.
Meet Tolu. She moves at the speed of life, and so does her bank.
With First Mobile by First Bank, I send money in seconds.
And with the new biometrics feature, Tolu signs up faster using just her BVN and face recognition. Safe, secure, and super quick.
Plus, I get instant virtual cards for safe shopping online.
Be like Tolu. Bank on the go. Download the First Mobile app today on the Apple and Google Play stores. First Bank. You first.
You sabi do this hairstyle or not? Hello, madam.